Now we move on to part one. Describe a memorable journey you have taken. Mm, just today I will tell you one of the most memorable journeys that was a trip to Seoul, in Korea, Republic, and yes, which I took my best company is my mom, and yes, we went in the summer, to catch, you know, to catch some cuisines and yes, and some culturals in yes in that country, and yes, there are traditional tea houses or serene gardens or what a feast for the senses. Yes, we during your visit, we visit lots of famous sites, and yes, and thousands of of red Tory gates, or and I have visited lots of bamboo grove either, and yes, we also took part in lots of traditional area, ceremony, and yes, and I enjoy walking through the picturesque streets lined with ancient wooden houses. Yes, this journey yes is particularly memorable, yeah, because the rich cultural experiences and the beauty of cherry blossoms either, and yes, I love the cuisine either, and yes, if I have a chance to go back, I will choose Seoul as my trip destination, just because the peaceful and contemplative atmosphere of Seoul combined with the summer scenery, and it makes me an unforgettable trip. Now move on to part three. How has travel changed in recent years? Yes, travel has become more accessible due to advancements of technology or transportation, and the rise of planes or airlines, express or online booking platforms in the internet. It's made it easier for people to explore just many traditional around the globe, and yes, in addition, social media has impact travel trends, and just with people increasingly seeking out the unique and the picturesque location to share online or post in in social media. Let's move on to question two. What are the benefits of traveling for young people? Travel exposes young people in different cultures. Yes, and perspective too, and just and they widen their their understanding about the world, and it raises the independence or solving skills. Such as you may have some problem during the trip, or they will have you know they have to handle the problem. For example, when they're lost, and then they have to find a way through their home, or they have to think how to to travel destinations, or you know they have to know what to bring to our trip, and it also inspire personal growth, you know and it also provide appreciation for global diversity. Let's go on to question three. How does tourism impact local cultures and environment? Tourism can both positive or negative impact. Yes, in a positive side, it can it can impact the local economy, and and it can advance the cultural exchange. But it can also lead to the cultural commodifications, where tradition are altered to cater to tourists, and environmental it also influence include the overcrowding or deforestation or habitat destruction, or or they increase the rate waste too, either. Let's go on to question 3. What can be done to promote sustainable tourism? To promote the sustainable tourism practices such as supporting eco-friendly accommodation, or minimizing the waste. And just traveler can seek out destinations can prioritize sustainability, and make efforts to reduce their carbon footprint. And in addition, governments also have to incentives for sustainable practices. Let's move on to a final question. Do you think people should travel to learn about other cultures? Why not? Yes, definitely. Traveling to learn about other cultures in the countries is yes, it's pretty plays a crucial role because it fosters the understanding and the respect either, and it helps break down the building connections between people from different countries. And just and travelers also can gain their insights into diverse ways of life, and contribute they also contribute to a more empathetic world, making an empathetic world. That was the end of my speaking practice of today, and again, thank you for listening.